Today has been one hell of a day, and it seems to get crazier and crazier. I don't know if there's something wrong with the moon or what, but I mean, everybody I know has been having problems today. But, I've been dealing with crazy traffic all day that just seems to be odd for a random Wednesday and whatever. The reason I'm making this video, excuse me. The reason I'm making this video is because I had an altercation with someone at the truck stop today, and I'm not worried about it. I'm not embarrassed by it. I stand by everything I said to this person, but unfortunately, I don't trust this person. They recorded what happened between us, at least part of it anyway, and claimed that they're going to make me famous and whatnot. So I'm going to preemptively tell the story of what happened. It's not a big deal. I was at the Loves in Statesville, North Carolina, and you know how in the truck stop we played London and whatnot, because you get as close to the front line of parking spots as you can before so you can set up the back end, because you want to set it on back in on the site side. Well, I was there. I was getting fuel, and I went inside the truck stop, get something to drink, come back out. I still had about 10 minutes left on my break. 10 minutes left before a 30-minute break was up. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to be that guy. I'm going to get out from in front of the fuel island and go park somewhere. So I went towards the back of the truck stop to find a place to park. Well, I'm heading down the line of trucks, going to find a parking spot that I can back into for a little bit so I can be out of the way. And there's a Western Express truck coming the opposite direction, skirting the line of trucks on the other side. I didn't think nothing of it. And then all of a sudden, this truck comes right across the front of me, right in front of me. And, so I honked the horn. I used the city horn, not the air horn. And the driver decides to start yelling, rolls down the window, flipping me off, wild gestures and whatnot, just craziness, right? So I stop the truck and get out, and I'm like, what the fuck, what are we gonna do? You gonna do something? And because just not the type of person. I'll meet you with the same energy you give me. And maybe I probably could have laid off the horn or whatever, but typically when something happens that's that egregious to me, it just hey man, I'm gonna let you know. People let me know once in a while when I screw up. Everybody screws up. Nobody's perfect, and absolutely, I screw up just as maybe not as much as other people do, but I do screw up, and I do take my lumps and whatnot. And when I've done something wrong, if I'm in the way or I cut somebody off or something like that inadvertently, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Well, this person cut me right off at the truck stop and whatnot, so I just honked the horn. They're going crazy, making a big deal out of it. I didn't know that it was a woman when it happened. So I walked up to the truck, and she's screaming at me, yelling at me and whatnot. So I called her everything. I called her, "I'll see you next Tuesday." I called her, a 304, if you know what that is. I called her, the B word. Called her a bald head B word. And I'm yelling at her, calling her stupid and all this stuff. Yeah, I got a little forceful with it and whatnot. But that's all it was just yelling. It wasn't anything. She's threatening to do me bodily harm. I'm trying to keep this tame for YouTube, but she's threatening to do me bodily harm. She's calling me, fat MFer and all that stuff, and and everything. I don't know if she's going to post the video on anything, because I don't think she got what she wanted out of me. I think she really wanted me to say something racial, and I didn't. But, she's like, "I'm going to make you famous." I'm like, well, I don't really care what you do. Right now, you're the one in the wrong. You're the one that cut across me. And I'm yelling at her like this. You're an idiot. You're a fool. And, it went on for a while, maybe 3 or 4 minutes, whatever. It wasn't a big deal. But either way, I'm making this video preemptively. That way, if she does post it, and you see my face on, going viral for some reason or another, because, what I'm afraid of is she's going to cut it up and try to make me look like some sort of a psycho. But I'm not a psycho. I mean, I've been doing this 24 years, and I've gotten into arguments like that a handful of times over the years. And, these things happen. I mean, I get mad at people probably 25, 30 times a day. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to confront them or act like a freaking lunatic or anything like that. But like I said, I'm going to meet you with the same energy that you give off. And when you're giving off that kind of energy, I'm going to come back at you. I'm not going to let you just, talk any old kind of way and not respond to it. So, anyway, what I'm afraid of is she'll cut the video up and try to make me look like some, crazy person just yelling at a woman for no reason. And that's just not the case. So if you see my face on Facebook or YouTube, I doubt YouTube, but probably, Facebook or TikTok or maybe World Star or something like that, that's the context of it, which most likely will not be on her end, because she was in the wrong in this whole thing. I was in the wrong, probably shouldn't have got out and yelled at her, but in general, she was in the wrong in the whole thing. So that's where I'm at. But I mean, it's just been a day, man. Like the traffic has just been crazy. My neighbor called me up, said, the landlord I had to sue a year and a half ago, or I didn't sue him. He tried to evict me and whatnot. That guy got on her, started trying to charge her $150 for throwing a mattress out. But there's no rules against what we could throw in the dumpster and whatnot. And he's giving her all kinds of crap. She's screaming. She's a 66-year-old woman, and he's giving her all kinds of crap about this mattress and whatnot. It's like, look, she needed to throw it out. Her, she had a leak in the roof, and the mattress got ruined, so she threw it out. Either way, I mean, point is, like, it just seems like it's one of those days, man. Like, I don't know what is going on in the world today, but today has not been a good day. My other friend, he sat at a place trying to get unloaded for 6 hours and whatnot, where it should have just been, an easy unload, and almost missed another load that he was supposed to get. And it's just been, everybody I know has had some sort of trouble today, some sort of crazy thing going on. And I'm glad I'm done for the day, because I just don't think I can handle any more. My stress levels are, through the roof today, and that's probably one of the reasons I honked at her at the truck stop, because I was already stressed out, annoyed, and that was pretty early. It was about noon, and here it is. It's a little after 5 now, so it's been a few hours. But like I said, I just wanted to put that out there, admit what I did. Admit, maybe I was at fault for yelling or whatever, getting all upset and whatnot. But in general, my point was valid. I was right. She did something at the truck stop that I would never do, not on purpose. And the thing about it was, I could see she was not looking. She just turned right in front of me, and she was not looking. And if I had just been looking over my shoulder, trying to look at a parking spot or something like that, getting set up for something like that, we both could have hit each other, and it would have been a problem. And there goes our days. I don't need that. Nobody needs that. It's a good thing I'm paying attention, because she wasn't, and that's why I honked the horn. But in the meantime, got a big old fight about it. There were some witnesses and whatnot. I didn't record it, but she did, and so it's important to me that, in case, I don't think it'll go anywhere, but in case something does, my story is out there, and I can show that, hey, I'm not responding to her. I'm telling you what happened preemptively, and it's not, whatever. I'm not doing damage control. Well, I guess I am, but it's not the same way. Not as if I'm just trying to come back or whatever after the fact. So, anyway, that's all I got for today, and hopefully tomorrow's better. And I'm thinking about doing this on a regular basis. I got a new mount for my phone, which it's right there, and I may start doing this. Just do talks and drives and whatnot, and maybe that'll be something that I do in the future. Let me know in the comments what you think, and sorry about coughing on the mic. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. You guys have a good day, and I'll see you in the next one.